Now I tell you what, after last episode, I feel so refreshed after taking a dip in, well, the bathhouse. I can't believe I almost forgot. That's right, I needed to take a bath and wash all of this gunk off of me. Apparently I'm stinky or something. Anyways, but yeah, I am now all washed off, clean, feeling a lot better and ready for some action. Now, you may be wondering, Chosen, why are you at Beardstone's place? And specifically, why are you at his redstone automation factory that he just set up? That's because I wanted to find out exactly how he was getting his blaze rods and his XP. And I'm glad I did, because this actually gives me an idea. When I go up here and I take a peek at the actual process that is killing the blazes, I noticed he's using a sword. And this actually ties in beautifully to what I'm going to be working on today. And that is a shop that can sell enchanted equipment. And of course, also sell XP, which is going to be a thing I need to do. And also, I think Stam and I are still going to be producing, by the way, a redstone farm. Even though Beardstone is also producing redstone, now that I look at it, this is actually a lot to automate redstone. But I tell you what, this is probably still not going to be enough redstone for all of us working on all of our projects. I don't know. You definitely, if you've ever seen like other vanilla SMPs like Hermitcraft and things like that, or other more technical like styled SMPs, you'll know that redstone always becomes a bottleneck. And it is already really becoming a bottleneck for me at the moment. And that's because while I may not be using a lot of redstone logistics, all of the brass components, man, they cost so much redstone. Every single brass component that is like a funnel or things like that cost at least 8 redstone for every single one crafted. And I tell you what, that really starts to add up. So heading back over here to some of the shops that I made a few episodes ago, I made this corner shop and I have this slot available. And I also have on the other side, another slot available. Also, ooh, what is this? In your own words, your story in the next issue. Wait, what? Can you guys actually scan this? Huh, you should try it out. Tell me where it leads. I mean, it says write for Cog and Quill and get your story posted in our bi-weekly newspaper. Submit your work through this form. Huh. Well, there you go. Give it a shot. I mean, no telling. I mean, yeah, have your stories submitted, I guess. That'd be pretty cool. Like, we do have like a daily newspaper that I know Eggs was working on. Oh my goodness, there's already something going on. Okay, I gotta buy one of these. But yes, I do want to use this factory. Let's see. I need to do that. Oh, it's out of stock. Oh, but it'll soon be in stock. I hope. I mean, this is hilarious. So it looks like newspaper soon. So definitely be sure to check that out. I know that that Eggs is putting a lot of work into this, so I would love to see what this happens. Like we can get like a weekly newsletter or something. But anyways, so I have this side that I want for XP, I think, or enchants. Actually, that might be a good spot for like the enchantments themselves. And then over here, selling the XP. I also have another shop that I want to build because there has been some requests like from Stam and others, right, about getting regular dye just for regular dye things, like if they want to make fluid, for example. And I was thinking I could add a little speakeasy underneath this shop, like with a little sneaky way to get to it. I gotta still figure out how I'm gonna do that, but there could be like a little spot that you go down in and there's like a nice little, yeah, like retro style speakeasy. And if you don't know what a speakeasy is, I definitely recommend like looking it up. It was just a time during the Prohibition, right? Where, I mean, alcohol was illegal and people would illegally sell it, but they kind of hid when they sold it, right? So they would create like little under their building sort of solutions to that problem. But anyways, it'd be kind of cool, right? It kind of feels illegal selling the dyes, in my opinion, with the good old Diomat over here. Yeah, we could definitely still do it. But I think now you have a better understanding of why I went over and checked out Beardy's area, because that sword, right? He's gonna want to replace it, isn't he? Because eventually that sword will break. Or at least I hope it breaks. So the way he buys another sword. Also, birds in the sky, you know how I feel. Yeah, don't worry about those. They're just like little visual bugs for right now. Now I just gotta make my way back and get all of my things ready because we have a little bit of decorating to do. And I have a lot of like prepping to do to make sure I can get some shops actually set up so everyone can use them. And I tell you, it's been really fun actually catching up on others' videos and being able to see like the way others are interacting with all of the stuff that I've set up. It's been by far like the best part because it has single-handedly like made everything that I've put together on here, like it just gave it purpose. And I love that. I just remembered before we could actually get this set up, I've got to actually make all of the gear, and this is going to get kind of expensive. I'm going to start off with diamond gear, and I want to make, I think, 4 of each. So we'll have, for example, 4 diamond helmets, and I'll have those max enchanted. 4 boots. It's going to take a lot of XP. Thankfully, I did grind out a little bit more XP, so I have a little bit more here. About 22,000 I did have originally. But I'm going to need a lot more XP. And also our vault is now maxed out. We literally maxed out the blaze vault with rods. I wasn't expecting to do that. But yes, I did manage to do that as well. But I've got some things I've got planned out that I want to enchant. For example, shields. I want to have like 4 in stock of the bows, like 4 fishing rods, 4 potato cannons. And the reason I'm going with 4 is because there's only a few of us currently active, and I don't think that all of this stuff is going to be bought, especially for the price that I plan on selling them at. And so it's going to be kind of a pick and choose, especially since some of them are already upgraded to netherite. And these are going to kind of ruin that. I can't sell them at netherite. That is going to be up to them to do. And unfortunately, I can't just sell them the enchanted book, because if I sell them in the enchanted book, they can't apply it. It just turns into a regular enchant. Like the over leveling just disappears. You have to use this forge to apply it. And while I could potentially sell those books and place a forge in the area and also provide it with some blaze cakes maybe, or have them actually purchase those cakes to be able to do the enchanting, I mean, without that, I mean, you know what? That's actually a really good idea. What if they have to just purchase the book? There's a blaze forger in there, and it's set up in a very similar method, maybe in the center of the store. I mean, and all they have to do is simply buy the books that are already formatted for very specific things, and they could just enchant their current gear in here, but they would have to buy the cakes until they met the experience level. Oh, and you know what? I don't think that this right here actually needs normal XP to be inside. I think it will do these enchants without needing anything extra, right? I think so. So if I'm going to do these cakes, I'm going to need significantly more of this experience because it takes an entire bucket for each of these cakes. These things are not going to be they're not going to be cheap. I mean, without further ado, let's test this bad boy out. Can I just simply have a blaze forger here that is active like this? And then I have myself just any random piece of gear. For example, we can do like a helmet, right? I think I have a helmet over here. So let's just say I want to apply this upgraded enchanted book onto here. Forging consumes. Okay, wait. It looks like it is using it. It shows it's red, which that's, I think, because of the ceiling. It does apply like an extra cost. But, you know, I don't mind if it costs extra. That just means they have to use the XP, right? So this just allows them to directly enchant. This is going to be beautiful. And so in the shop, I'll just sell access to the cake enchanting. And yeah, they have to manually submit that cake. This could be capitalism. I'll just have to make posters that sort of explain the process, so that way everyone understands how to actually enchant this gear. But that does mean that I need to start making copies of several of these books, and possibly having the piece of gear displayed that these enchants are going to be for. Now, this looks so funny with all the enchanted books laying on the top. I mean, yeah, this right here is where it's at. I'm going to store a bunch of these enchants though inside of these shulker boxes, Like, this is going to be all based on regular unbreaking. And I'm hoping that the shops can like distinguish what is actually the book that is going to be grabbed. Like, I want to make sure that in the shop, it can specifically pull out this unbreaking and mending book if it was requested. And you know what? This should actually allow it to work. Like, if I go enchanted books, right? And we have Feather Falling and Infinity. If I select the unbreaking book, it knows that this is the unbreaking. So yeah, I'm under the assumption that this definitely works. Now, what I'm thinking here is instead of selling an entire book with max specs on it, what I could do is sell the other books individually and just have this be a Protection 5 unbreaking and mending set. Or maybe to make it easier on myself, I could just sell all of those books individually. Yeah, I think that's something that I'm going to do. I'm just going to sell base protection because that's what everybody is going to want, is a set with unbreaking and protection on it. And then I'll just sell the other ones as bonuses, and I'll just make extra copies of that because this costs 2,000 XP. So it costs 2 buckets worth for every single press of that really high tier one. That just seems kind of high. Also, these creepers are just straight up coming out of the woodwork. But thankfully, I do have this really nice bow. And I think it's enough to technically one-shot these mobs. Yeah, it's so good. Oh yeah, with this just being protection and then unbreaking and mending, it's so much cheaper on the printing cost. And I'm thinking for now we can keep like 16 of those in stock. I mean, I was thinking like originally like 4 maybe each, like for each piece of armor, making sure that at least 4 people could enchant all of their major gear. I think that would work out nice. Now, while I'm working on this, I do need to grab some more books, but I actually happen to be, well, the supplier of leather here on the server as well. Yeah, back over at my steak farm. And I'm also the proud owner of a sugarcane farm, and if I pop over here, I should have a supply of sugarcane. Yeah, it looks like the promises might have got kind of messed up here. Yeah. But either way, I have plenty of sugarcane that I can just grab a quick amount of, and then head over here to Mr. Pork Chopping Prices. And yeah, I have so much leather. It's actually getting voided, believe it or not. Now, with a ton of things enchanted, I have like smite, knockback. I decided to split a lot of this up so people could pick and choose and sort of build their own set based on their current gear. But I do have like a lot of unbreaking and mending, protection, like base sets for things. And then like max bows I do have in here as well. Like, there's gonna be a lot of things that we can get placed in for sell, and this costed a ton of liquid XP. I mean, almost every single one of these books, nearly an entire bucket for each book. And I went through, I think, like 2 stacks. Like, for every specific enchant, there's at least 8, and some of them there are 16 to keep in stock, depending on how much I think they're going to be used. So that was a little bit larger of a project than I thought it was going to be, just enchanting the books. Over here, however, I'm going to also need these cakes, and so I just have it producing the cakes over here and just spitting them out to me for right now. But I do want to split this up into cake slices. I think this is going to make it a little bit easier, as each cake slice is going to fill this by 250 millibuckets instead of doing the full 1000, which I think could be wasteful if somebody has this thing nearly filled and then they do that. And I'm also still debating, should I use like a deployer system to fill it? Like, is it smart enough to know not to put it in if it doesn't have room for all of that experience? I don't know, but it could be interesting. I could set it up so that way it unpackages the cake onto a basin, and then the deployer picks it up and puts it into the thing, so nobody has to worry about clicking. They just need to pay to refuel. I'm just about to get started on this setup here where people can actually forge their gear and purchase all of their stuff. And I think I want to use the blue one for the forge. That makes sense since, well, this guy is going to be definitely blue. And on the other side, I'll sell experience. But that is besides the point. Actually, you know what? I might just sell experience from this one as well. Like, we can just sell everything experience related from this one shop. That could possibly work. But anyways, I'm getting distracted. Cake of Enchanting. I made 64 of these things. That's actually a lot because that's 64 buckets worth of XP. And remember, one block only equals 27 experience or 27 millibuckets. It really starts to add up. Now, I'm going to go take this over to my little shop, avoiding the creeper, And I'm gonna get myself a bunch of slices from these. We should be able to quadruple the amount we have here just by doing that, but also splitting it up, right, into 250 millibucket sections. I think I can get away with it by utilizing my original saw. Oh my goodness, it still works. It works so well. So we'll toss that in there. That gets turned into 4 separate cake slices. Oh yeah, and that's going to provide significantly more, I think, a product that can be bought. And so now that leads me into my next problem. I've got to make a little just loader again, just very simple loader here. And this I bet is going to be really satisfying watching all of these things just go in. I think I could just set and watch items just going into vaults all day long. I don't know, something about them rolling onto the item drains. I mean, it just feels right? I mean, just look at these enchanted books. That's so satisfying. Now I'm trying to work out the logistics of getting items to route down for this particular shop. And I need to have a stock link over here that is going to provide the fuel. And the idea is that the mechanical arm will pick it up from a depot, and that depot will be right here. And the item requested will come from this shopkeeper who is going to be setting here. And then I'll have some fences that'll kind of like block this area off, but I still want it to be kind of cool and actually function. So the idea is the mechanical arm picks up the fuel, puts it in here after it is purchased, but we got to get it to drop on the depot. So I have a packager that'll create the package, goes into the chute, and then this will unpackage it, go into the barrel, and then this chute should drop the actual item onto the depot, and it should fall right down through. And then I think this will be able to reach it. So I do need to link this, and then we set that. No, get out of here. We need to take this and then shift right click to make sure this is the deposit. I don't think there's anything else special we need to do. Mechanical arm is one input and output, so that should be perfect. Now we do have to get this linked. So let's go ahead and grab this stock ticker and we'll link it to that stock link. And I know I've done this a lot in this series, but I still think it's kind of cool showing this off. Now this will be the main outlet over here. And so the chute will just carry the package from this side, which is reading. And this is going to be all of the enchantments that we're going to have linked. Now, you might notice I'm creating some sort of cage here. And that's because how about we try and use a blaze as the person who sells you the enchants? Like, is that too much? I mean, I don't know. I have a feeling that a blaze could be kind of cool, but also quite dangerous because it can also still shoot you. But I mean, this is the forge after all. So, I mean, these would be pretty good mobs. And I know I can get my hands on a blaze over here if I just simply wander down here and spawn one. I'm assuming that it's still down here, right? There is still, maybe it's over here, right? Is it, where did it go? Oh my goodness, I went into the wrong hole. I love how we never put a door on here. Yes, down here is where we could get ourselves a singular blaze. I'm just going to take one blaze and then I'm literally just going to leave with it. Come on, you can spawn. I think. Yep, it's working, and there's a blaze. Okay, so I can pick this guy up and we'll carry this bad boy back to the shop. And this is where trouble's probably gonna arise, and I'm hoping this works. I have iron here with some copycat bites and so on and so forth. Okay, it's set down. It's here, but it doesn't seem to be attacking me, and we can actually right click it. Okay, I think this works. I mean, what I can do on the bottom is add some weathered glass. I mean, it is kind of questionable. I mean, the see-through ability of that, but I mean, we just don't want them seeing us anyways. So yeah, I mean that's fantastic. All right. With a few of the copycat panels here, we could also place those down. Yeah, this is pretty good. And then up top, just to keep some consistency, I'll add a chute, which is collecting all of the smoke. Now, I do want to test something like, will this guy shoot at me while on here? Yeah, okay. So yeah, it is just like the witch, for example, wait, did it calm down? No. Okay, it still got mad and it's still doing its warm-up period. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Now, I don't know how practical this is, but like a baby strider? I mean, could I get a baby strider on here? And would a strider be too big? I mean, it's gonna be really hard, I think, to get my hands on a strider, but I mean, it's worth a shot. I mean, we could also use like a wither skeleton. I mean, there's a lot of options, actually. I mean, a piglin? I mean, they'll turn into a zombified piglin, but that's also an option. Ooh, I could also do a hoglin. I mean, maybe? Oh, we can pick up the hoglin. I mean, I would prefer a baby hoglin. I'm unsure if they like stay small for a long period of time, but you know what? For right now, I think the hoglin is what's going to go on here. This is going to be funny. Now, this is also going to get converted though. It's going to turn into a zombified hoglin, which is honestly a very weird mob. And I'm assuming we can just walk through the portal, right? With this? Yep, perfect. Now let's see how this looks. And okay. All right. He is not happy, and oh, it does require like a bit more space too. Ah, I see. Okay. I wonder if after it converts, I mean, I could always like add the ticker, I think, after it's on the seat. It's so adorable when it's like this. Does it still come after me? Oh, it does. Okay. Well, let's put you out here for right now. I will take this with it unlinked, and I think it'll let me get over here. Will you go? Okay. You still need more space. It's fine. I'll let you relax. All right, take a moment. Take a breather. I am going to need to have you, though. I'm going to ask you about your car's extended warranty. All right, put you there. Okay, now you're seated. Good. Oh, but I can't place items next to it. Okay, it's too large of a mob. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was a lot to ask, I know. I'm sorry. You know what? I think I've made up my mind. I know exactly who to bring. Come here. Yes. Yes. We are going to put this child piglin to work. Wait, as soon as I get out of here. Oh gosh. I'm in a bad spot. All right, I'm making my way. Quit shooting me. Stop. Thank goodness for this really nice armor, by the way. I mean, this won't stay like a child forever, though. Like, it will eventually grow up, but it shouldn't have, like, any gear. So I don't think we have to worry about, like, it having a crossbow or anything. It's just going to be pacified. And so just seat you down right here. Right. Perfect. Actually, you know what? This is going to need to go back one. The more I look at this, the more I realize, yes, you are actually going to need to move back. Because I do want the purchasing spot to be directly in front. And so there we go. We have the cute little zombified piglin, and we've got all the stuff. Now, I do want to name tag them later, but I gotta get a door up because I don't want this guy wandering outside, and I think they actually burn. Now, I didn't quite realize this, but we have 20 separate enchanted books that I have to get the tablecloth set up for. And that is a lot of tablecloths. Now, I'll tell you, getting all of these stalls in here is kind of difficult with this tight bit of space. And I don't even have XP set up in here yet. And I do need to get a stall set up for sending XP. That's why I might just use the other shop. Still debating on that. See, I had another idea. Like, what if I actually purchased like a sharpness book here? Will it then unpackage it and actually sit in the bookshelf? Oh my goodness, it does. So like, I don't want to mess that up. That's such a cool little gimmick thing. Now let's grab a few of these and start getting to work here. Now, the first one, I think I'm going to do the Luck of the Sea enchants on this one. And then over here, I'm actually going to do the power one. So these are going to be like the already configured, ready to go enchants. And you can actually see them in the bottom right, which is good. I was hoping that you'd be able to see what enchantment books are set here. But like these enchantments that are massive like this, they're not going to be cheap. Now I'm hoping that this is expensive enough. I'm thinking these should definitely be set to 32 for both of these books. Because they are full sets, that is. Maybe actually this one would be a little bit different. We can make it a little bit cheaper, like 24, because it is less enchants technically. But this one, definitely 30. Like, this has got to be set to 32 minimum. Minimum of 32, right? Like, does those prices seem fair? And I'm thinking 16 for full sets. So, like, primary sets, like mending and unbreaking, those probably need to be set to at least 16. I mean, you are buying one full book that gives you access. Actually, no, mending and breaking, we can do 8. We can do 8 on that. And then same for like the protection one. Ooh, these should probably be a little bit more expensive. I'll do 16 on those because they do include that protection stat. And then feather falling and depth strider's got to be also 8. I mean, a lot of these prices I've got to slowly figure out. Respiration, single enchants. I'm gonna still do 8. I mean, that makes me want to redo all of these, really. I mean, mending and breaking's really easy. It's a regular enchant +1, so I still think that that is correct. 16 on you here. I mean, this one also should probably be 16. We'll make that 16, and any of the other doubles that are like that should be 16. Silk touch, I'll keep in line with what I've been doing here, like mending and unbreaking. It'll be the same price. It'll be set to 8. I mean, I don't want to make it too cheap because then like everybody on the server will buy and they'll never need the shop again. I mean, unless they die or something and lose everything, which is very unlikely. Yeah, I think I figured this out. Now, what I should do, anything that is a like standard enchant, I think I'm kind of giving it for free. So it does make kind of sense that this is 16. I mean, this kind of goes a little bit above and beyond here. But I mean, honestly, it saves them the need to actually reforge. So these are going to be a little bit more expensive. Yeah, this one feels right. I mean, I should make that one 32 as well. But over here, every enchant that is over enchanted costs 8. And then any that have 2 that are doubled up, I mean, that's just a cost of 16. It is saving a little bit of reforging. You know what? I think that this is pretty good where I'm at. Like Silk Touch base enchant, giving it to you for free. I should make it like 12, shouldn't I? Maybe those are going to be 12. Everything else will be different numbers. So with my new pricing being normal enchants 4, this should be 36. And then on here, this will be pretty close, actually. I mean, we just got to put this up to 28. And then now my pricing is correct, right? Every over enchant is 8, costing 8 anyways. Just like so. And then anything that's normal enchant is 4. And then you just combine all of that to get the prices. Now, this is where it's going to be pretty tough. How do I choose the price of the actual cake? And I do want it to be one at a time. This cake then gets sent over to here. I mean, it shouldn't be 1 diamond. That seems too cheap. I mean, maybe we go 8 diamonds per order placed to be able to use the forge. And I still got to make sure this actually works. I'm thinking like a speed controller and then getting the water to run over here to a water wheel. I think that'll be enough. So long as we get this spinning just fast enough. It doesn't have to be super fast. I mean, it just needs to be able to power this. And yeah, even if it's slow, I mean, that'll be kind of fun to watch it work slow. Now, I did get the rotation up and running, but I want to add some like actual experience decorations. And yeah, this is a problem, right? Because I would love to have liquid experience flowing in here, and I'm sure you would too. But there is one problem. Liquid experience doesn't exist, even though this technically fills it inside of a container. There's not like a physical experience. Excuse me. Like, I didn't even invite these guys. There's not like a physical experience. Whenever you pipe it out or you even pull a bucket of it out, when you right click the bucket in the world, it just turns into experience orbs, which is honestly kind of comical, but that's besides the point, right? What I really need to do is just use the decoration. So I'll place this on here. We just click that, and then any of my XP should make its way into this container here. I just, well, need XP, right? Yes, and I want to get that nice and filled up. And now I've just ran the pump. Do I have to keep this constantly flowing in order for this to stay like that? I mean, I hope not. Maybe I just need to fill this with more XP. I've got to get it though to a point where it will actually stay in here without being pumped. Maybe it won't. I mean, yeah, I guess I'll end up with something like this, and then I can encase it right here. Maybe I could also encase these, and it won't look as bad with them encased. I kind of honestly like it not encased, but I mean, this works too. I just want to be able to see that there's XP. I think that looks cool. With this, there's a lot going on. I need to make sure people understand that this is where they will collect their package. So maybe collection here, like maybe a sign. Collect books. Right? And then that should be fine. I don't think I need any like descriptors or anything like that pointing to like where you collect it. Like that should be pretty obvious. But over here, maybe a hanging sign that's connected to this, I think would be kind of cool, that says like power forge. Like that should be good. Like this is where you power the forge. I do want to change the color. So the forge is going to be cyan dye, and then this one is going to be lime dye. We're going to make them glow. And I think that's good enough. This should work. Now, we still have to test this. Can we power the forge? So let's purchase a single cake. Of course, we can just access this. Purchase a single cake. It should fall. That should pick it up and should power the forge automatically for us. And I'm going to leave this little bit in here automatically. So yeah, that's free on me today. I think that's about it. We shouldn't have to worry about anything else. Maybe I could add a cover on here, but that'll also cover this. I could add a little bit of cover here. I don't want people getting too close, so maybe. And I left the back wall pretty bare, so that way it's not as expensive for them. This being open, I mean, we'll still strike lightning. Everything should be good when we go upstairs. We're protected. We don't fall off. I mean, this is looking pretty good. I mean, and you gotta love when you purchase a book, it gets unpacked and goes into the bookshelf. Like that's so cool. And I'm still missing one thing for this, and that is a shop name that needs to go on the face here. I've just got to figure out. I'm going to make it the same way I made this one. What should I call this? I mean, it's something related to enchanting. Now, after a lot of trial and error and also coming up with a name, I think I figured it out. How about this? The Black Market Forge. And it says forge responsibly. Or don't. And I tried to make it fit the same sort of theme and having the signage on this building in the same way, just making sure it stays consistent. But I think overall this turned out really well. You can actually see all of the books from the windows, so as you're walking by you can window shop. I mean, this has turned out really good. Now there's still a lot of stuff, like I said, I have planned to do within the next couple of episodes, and I hope you guys are interested in that speakeasy that I mentioned, which is going to go underneath here. I think I'm going to get done the same time that we actually get the XP shop done. And these shops do take a lot of time to kind of put together and to think about. I have spent just about 6 hours or so or more working on this project today. It has taken quite a lot of time just to get everything done and put into place. But man, I really hope this thing is profitable, because if not, I mean, I guess it'll only be me using it. But now, if you enjoy videos like these, be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and give this video a huge thumbs up. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode. Now, without further ado, it's time for me to thank the amazing supporter of today's episode. And that amazing thanks is going to go out to, which I've definitely butchered that again. Perfect. That is going to go out to the Irish message. Wow, I don't know why I could say that. The Irish message. There we go. Thank you so much, by the way, for your amazing support and choosing to support me over on the Discord by becoming a Discord premium member and supporting my content in one of the best ways possible. You absolute boss. Guys, I hope to see you next time. And as always, thanks for watching.